Namaste, my dear friends. I hope you all are doing well. So in today's class, we are going to discuss with you some alignments, the universal and the individual alignments for your sun salutation. So sun salutation, as we all know, this is the warm-up practice before to get into the asana practice. So how to protect your joints, how to protect your body to get into the injuries and discomfort and pain. So Mr. Sobit is with me here. That is, first he is going to demonstrate the poses for the sun salutation, which we are going to cover, and then after that I'll show you the modifications of the alignment in the sun salutations. So the first and foremost, just show the poses. What are the different poses which we cover? So these are the different poses, what is showing you right now. So how to get into the pose, how to get out of the pose. So this is the final pose here. So as you guys practice every day, I think almost when you practice yoga sessions or yoga classes, every day this is the part of your yoga sessions and the yoga classes. So how to do it properly, right? If the person has limitations or any pre-existing condition, so how to do it properly that you cannot get into the injuries or any discomfort or any pain. So this is what we are going to show you here today. If the person has, how to make it into the individual alignment, what is the universal alignment, so you can feel the difference in the twos and to get easily make a pose accessible to each and every one, whether it is a beginner, intermediate or the advanced students. So here we are going to show you one by one. So first face this side towards the wall. Here what we need, the first and foremost, whatever the previous work you have done before to get into the pose or before to get into the yoga class, sometimes you feel the tightness along these muscles, along the intraspinal muscles. So muscles along the both side of the spine. So erector spinae, we call it erector spinae. So these muscles has to be released first. If these muscles are tight and these muscles are not released, you are not able to get into the backward bend properly, not able to get into the forward bend properly, and you feel discomfort or pain or any kind of spasm there. So easily, first and foremost, if the person has high arch also, just make some high arch here on the lower back. If this is the arch is high, as you're trying to get into the backward bending, it creates a compression on your disc. And maybe if you are repeating this pose regularly with this out of alignment, it can go to the disc prolapse also with the repetition of injuries, right? So first and foremost, how to do it? Like the arch is high, right? To make it the neutral arch. Or try to push your navel toward the spine so you can engage your abdominals, and these muscles has to engage too. So the whole core part engages, that will protect your spine, protect your disc to get into the prolapse. So first and foremost, the modification which we have to use it here, that rather to go into this pose, just clasp your hands together, clasp your fingers and stretch your spine first. First stretch your spine, give the stretch that somebody is pulling from the upward roof. So this, you can release the stretch, and now you can stand on your toes to feel more intense stretch and lift up, lift up, lift up. So you can release the whole stiffness from the back part or the posterior part of your body. Release. Then we go into here now to bring the muscle control, right? To bring the muscle control, we need a muscle control here. If the arch is high too, push your navel towards the spine and maintain the neutral arch. And if you are able to go without any discomfort to the back bend, gentle back bend, then do it. If you feel discomfort, go back and just make a neutral spine, right? What we have to make? A neutral spine to release the pressure from your disc or from the spine. Now, after that, if we change the angle from here now, can you face this side? So we are here from the first pose, now bending forward, right? If you are going to bend forward. If the tightness on the hamstring, this which we face or which we see in the beginners, that the tightness on the posterior part of the back muscles, if the tightness on the hamstring and there is a hunch on the, if there is a hunch on your back, sometimes people who have sitting job, there is a hunch, standing job, there is a hunch. So we have to maintain this arch neutral also on your thoracic spine. Thoracic spine has to be neutral, extended or straight in line. So we allow the student to bend your knees first and just make your thoracic spine straight, bring your heart forward and bend forward. If the person is not able to reach to the floor and feel the tightness, you can use the block in front of the student. And then you have to ask the person to press the block and lift your chest up, and try to extend your thoracic spine from here. And knee has to be bent. And then I ask my student to slightly extend your knees, and lift your chest up from here. And the neutral alignment has to be maintained on your thoracic spine. So stay here for a while until and unless you could not find any flexibility on your thoracic spine, flexibility on the hamstrings. Stay here, feel the stretch reflex here first. Then after that, as you get more range of motion, we have to remove this block. Then we stay here for a while and try to stretch the whole thoracic, the whole intraspinal muscles and the hamstring and the calf also. Then after that, we have to ask the student, just try to press your fingers down, engage these muscles, lift this leg back, up, and stretch the whole front part of the body. Whole front part of your body or the inner muscles of your thigh, inner muscles of your front of the thigh or the inner muscles of your hip joint. The front part muscles like iliopsoas, which we can stretch it easily, and then ask the person to place your toes down. Place your toes down and go into the lower lunge, low lunge or the runner pose or the Aswa Sanchalan Asana. Then we ask the person to lift your knee up, this knee up, yes, and bring this leg back. Bring this leg back, stretch it back as much as you can, stretch it back, very nice. And then place your toes down, and stay here for a while, then bend your knees now, bend your knees, go more down, yes. So here, this is the 8 limb touch part which you can do. If you have a problem with your lower back, arch is getting high, you can use the block here, right? So arch has to be neutral, then there is less control in your core, and engagement of the core has to be less, and it is supported now, right? If you're not able to do this pose, just try to avoid this pose. If there is any problem on your lower back like disc prolapse, disc herniation, sciatica, avoid this pose. After that, you can go with the cobra pose. So with the cobra, just try to press your toes down and lift from the upper body. The pelvis has to be down and open the chest properly. If again the arch is more here, you can use the block in front of your hip bone. You can use the bolster. Just use the modification. But sometimes people ask that we are going to the flow, how to control it. So how to control it if you are not able to use this block and the props? So how to control it? Just when you're going for the cobra, just no need to lift you from your lower body. Stay here. The lower body has to be supported. Just lift from your upper body, and you can use the baby cobra here. Just this much. The position or the pose and the benefits which we have to take, you have to take from the upper body. If there's any pre-existing injury on your lower body, avoid it, right? So don't create any extra compression, any extra force which can damage your spine more. So stay here for a while, not a problem that we have to get into the final pose. Do some exercises like to bring more stability, more strength on your core that can maintain your arch normal first, and then go for the final pose. Until and unless you are not creating any damage, just stay into the pose like this and prevent your spine, prevent your lower back and the disc from the damage. After that, now go into the pose here. Just press your palms down and get into the Parvatasana or the downward facing dog pose. If the person sometimes not able to hold and not able to touch their heels on the floor, you can use the block. Just the modification I'm showing you. But then again you have a question, then I am in a flow, how to use it, who can put it? So then modification without the props. Then modification without the props, remove the blocks from here, right? Remove the block and try to bend your knees and stretch your spine first. As you bend your knees and stretch your spine, no need to stretch the hamstrings. No need to overstretch the hamstring because it is already tight in the beginners, right? So you can lift your heels up, bend your knees and stretch from your spine to feel the whole. So release the back muscles first. As you release the back muscles first from here, it's easy to release all these muscles from the back part of your body, right? So then if you are not able to hold this pose or not get into the pose into the final stage, so just hold it like this way, bend your knees, lift your heels high and bend from the spine first, right? So this is how you can modify. Release. This is the final pose. If you are able to do it, it's well and excellent way. Now this is the way to do it. Now bring your right leg forward. Again, back. So stretch backwards and try to bring your knee towards your heart. Bring your knee towards your heart and place it like this way. This will give you the easy modification, right? So this is the way you have to come out of this pose and bring your back leg forward between your palms. Or if it is possible, you can bring it more forward from your palms. It depends upon your flexibility of your muscles. Now bring your other leg back. No. Go back first. Stretch it backwards. Lift it back. Yes, very nice. So this is the lift which you have to take and bring your knee towards your heart. Bring. Very nice. So this is how you can take it back and stretch it here and feel the stretch on your back part of your spine, the intraspinal muscles. Then from here, easily you have to do, then bring your hands on your pelvis. Right? Control the pelvis. If you have a lower back pain, if you have a high arch, if you have a tight hamstrings, bend your knees slightly and lift up. Lift up, control on the pelvis, lift up. And then finally get into the final pose, stretch it back. If the pain on the lower back, stay here, neutral spine, right? If there is no pain, no high arch, you can stay it here or feel the stretch on the front part of your body and feel the engagement on the back part of your body, then into the Namaskara pose. So this is how, guys, you have to use the modifications, use the alignment according to the student level, right? Beginner level, all the modification you can use. Then slowly try to get into the intermediate and the advanced, you can do it easily. So I hope this is clear to you. All the modification, try, use and teach with your student. Any questions, any queries, you are most welcome to discuss. Till then, enjoy your day. Namaste. Have a nice day.